For years, the story was simple. You were either Team Bitcoin or Team Gold. On one side, you had people like Michael Saylor calling Bitcoin the ultimate store of value. On the other, Peter Schiff, probably the internet's most famous gold defender, insisting Bitcoin is a bubble and gold is real money. So, when Schiff debated CZ at Binance Blockchain Week, he said something that surprised a lot of people. For money purposes, tokenized gold is better than physical gold. Ownership can change hands while the gold never leaves the vault. The gold guy is praising something that lives on a blockchain. What's going on? In this video, we'll break down tokenized gold, why Schiff likes the idea, what it actually solves, and what it still can't do as well as Bitcoin. First, let's touch on the buzzword tokenization. Tokenization is when you take something from the real world and represent ownership of it with digital tokens on a blockchain. The token doesn't create a new value, it's just a new wrapper around an existing asset. Instead of your ownership living in a filing cabinet or a database at a bank, it lives in a digital wallet. When you send that token to someone else, you're transferring your piece of that real-world thing. In theory, you can tokenize almost anything. Gold is a logical starting point because it already has scarcity, global recognition, and thousands of years of history. But gold has a problem. It's physical. Let's hear a clip from the iconic Bitcoin versus gold debate when CZ passed a gold bar to Peter Schiff here.
You can see it says Kyrgyzstan, 1,000 grams, fine gold, 99.9.9, and a serial number. Try it.
Yes. Yeah, it's heavy.
Is it real gold or no?
Well, I don't know. I mean, is this what you're trying to? Let's see how it looks. Well, the color is a little. This is pure gold. My bracelet is pure gold, so the color looks a little off.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, probably. Maybe it's not real gold.
It's given to me by a really important person.
Well, I know, but this is not a mint that I would recognize. I mean, the thing about mints is if you know the name of the company that minted it and you trust them because they have a reputation in the market.
You see, gold is also heavy. That makes it expensive to move and hard to divide. And every time it changes hands, somebody has to verify it's genuine, check the purity, and make sure the paperwork matches up. If I hand you a bar of gold and tell you it's worth a certain amount, you're not just trusting me, you're trusting the refiners, the storage providers, and the whole chain of verification around it. That's the big advantage of Bitcoin. You don't need to trust anyone. It's an asset that's scarce like gold, but verifiable, divisible, and transferable without relying on a middleman. Tokenized gold takes that same idea and applies it to physical gold. You still have real gold held in custody somewhere, but instead of shipping bars around the world, you move tokens that represent a claim on that gold. Two well-known examples are Pax Gold and Tether Gold, which trade on public blockchains. The basic model is an issuer holds physical gold in a vault and issues tokens that represent a defined amount of that gold. Typically, one token per troy ounce. If you hold the token, you hold a claim on the underlying metal held by the issuer. The gold stays locked up, but the ownership can move anywhere in the world, almost instantly. That means you no longer need to buy a whole gold bar. You can send $50 worth of gold to a friend across the world as easily as sending a message. And because the tokens live on a blockchain, they can plug into the rest of the ecosystem. You could trade them 24/7 against Bitcoin or stablecoins. In some cases, you can even use them as collateral to borrow without selling your position. So, in terms of usefulness, tokenized gold really can make gold act more like a modern financial asset. But here's the thing, it's not risk-free. With physical gold in your own possession, your main concerns are storage, security, and price. You're not relying on an issuer staying solvent or a redemption process working when you need it. With tokenized gold, even though the tokens are on-chain, the gold still has to exist somewhere in the real world. So you still face counterparty risk. That means trusting the issuer is honest and that the vault is secure. You're also relying on the legal system to enforce your rights if something goes wrong. And that's where Bitcoin is still in its own category. It's not just about technology, it's about trust. Bitcoin doesn't need a vault. There's no issuer, no redemption process, no single company in control. It doesn't require trust. So, if your priority is maximum independence from institutions, Bitcoin is hard to beat. But if you believe in gold as a store of value and you simply want it to be more usable, more liquid, and easier to move, tokenized gold is a big step forward. And it also shows something important. Blockchain isn't just about replacing old assets. Sometimes it's about upgrading them. So, whether you're Team Gold or Team Bitcoin, the debate isn't strictly one or the other anymore. It's also, how do you want to hold value, and where do you want your trust to sit?